by, Thursday night. Big football game between the Giants and the Redskins, and figured get something to eat. So I called Chinese Express.
Yeah, Chinese Thursday, right? It's kind of tradition around your parts, ain't it?
Right, Chinese Thursday, and I've been going to Chinese Express for over 10 years now and delivering to my house, and I call them, and what do they say? I give them my address, and then you know what they said?
I don't know. Why don't you tell everybody out there, Joe?
They go, wait, no, we don't deliver at your house anymore. You cannot order anymore. No tip. Last time you tip $2. No tip. Okay, bye.
I feel like I'm there.
So they said that I cannot get delivery to my house of Chinese anymore because I don't tip.
Right, a couple of things, all right? Number one, I don't think that's actually legal, because I don't think there's anything legally binding on them that you have, on you that you have to give them the tip.
Right.
So refusal to serve means you could probably call like the local business bureau about it. Second of all, let's be fair though here, Joe. All right, your history of tipping with them, what's it like?
It's $2 every time, except the last time was 70 cents.
$2 on a what price order?
$8.
Yeah, that's not bad because the tip is supposed to be at least 15%.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck the big deal is. If you remember correctly, back in like March, I tipped him $2 like I did every time, and he was pissed off that I gave him $2. Remember? He was $2. Is that bad? $2 for $8 order.
How close are they to you?
Mile and a half.
That's not. I mean, they're not going out of their way to deliver it for you. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I had when I was in the Bronx, I had a guy ask me for the tip when I didn't give it to him fast enough, which is something you usually don't get, in non-Chinese service. At least in this country. I'm sure if you go to Ireland, they rudely ask you for tip everywhere you go.
Yeah.
I have to say, Joe, just while we're on the subject, right? I don't know if you've ever seen Reservoir Dogs, where they talk about tipping, and Steve Buscemi says he doesn't like the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, folks, if you go to a restaurant and you got a good waiter or waitress, I believe in giving them a big tip. So I'm not saying to anybody out there that they shouldn't give a good tip, especially if they have good service. But I just think institutionally, the concept of tipping is ridiculous and archaic. It's putting the cost for running a restaurant or whatever business it is off of the business owner and on the consumer.
Right.
It's not up to the consumer to pay the employees of the restaurant directly or any other thing. Tipping is such an archaic custom. And apparently in a lot of countries it doesn't survive because in those countries the waiters and waitresses and such actually make enough money so that they don't have to live off of tips.
Right.
Fortunately, it survives here, and in the good old U.S. of A., where everything is always employer-friendly over employee-friendly.
Right.
And it's stuck with the whole tipping thing. With the Chinese restaurant has now taken to a new level, where it's sort of, I demand money.
Right.
You'll get it.
And by the way, it's not good service, by the way. First off, it takes, I would say, you can go to DoorStopNation.com/Chinese Thursday. The average time to get to my house, which is a mile and a half away from the Chinese restaurant, I would say over half an hour. Average time. I've seen times where they take almost an hour. 45 minutes to 50 minutes to get to my house. I'm going on my way to give this guy $2 every time. He does not deserve the $2. I gave him the 70 cents because he took like 45 minutes.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean, Joe. And sometimes I don't want to stereotype, but there are many times when you go to a Chinese restaurant and you get bad service.
Yeah, because they don't know what's going on. This guy's been at my door. I don't know how many times he's done all kinds of crazy shit. I mean, seriously, get with the fucking program already. If you're going to be a delivery driver and going to people's houses, why don't you deal with the customers and then you get better tips? If you don't fucking deal with the people right, you're not going to get tips or as much, and you're going to refuse service to people. Good way to close down your business,
I know. It's because nowhere in the law or anything are you mandated to tip.
Right, exactly. It's not required. So, I don't know what the big deal is. Another thing is, since that really pissed me off, and I'm still kind of pissed off about it, How am I supposed to get back at these people?
Well, I mean, I think we talked about that. I think you had an expert plan, but are you sure you want to kayfabe it on the radio like that?
Yeah, I tell people like it is. Right now, I'm thinking about there's an abandoned building next to a Hollywood Video near my house. I figure ordering like $30 worth of Chinese food to this abandoned building just to stick it to them. What do you think?
I think it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking also there's like some ghetto apartments near my house. Ordering it to the ghetto apartment that's there, and hilarity will ensue when the Chinese guy goes to the ghetto apartment and knocks on the door and with all this Chinese food.
Yeah, but that kind of leaves an innocent bystander, and that's the type of thing that you don't always want to do.
Well, that's true, but who knows? This Chinese guy could get beat up now because this is like a rough section of the neighborhood, you know.
You know, it's look at it this way. It would be very handy right now to just have two people that you don't like.
Right.
This way you could prank the both of them at once.
That's true. That's true. Another way to get it back on the Chinese guy, I was thinking about maybe getting the Chinese delivered from across the street, and once he goes to my neighbor across the street, he goes and gets the Chinese. I answer the door for my neighbor. He sees me, he's gonna be like, oh shit, he didn't even know. I tricked him. What do you think?
That's a good one too.
Oh, I have another one too. Is go to the Chinese restaurant inside, and they don't know what I look like. The woman that answers the phone doesn't know what I look like. So when I order the food inside, I tip the woman there 1 penny.
Well, you don't have to tip when you don't have it delivered, unless they're already starting to demand that now.
Well, I guess, but you can eat inside this Chinese place.
But you don't have to tip, unless they bring you, if it's a take-up place, unless it's one of those places where they serve you your food and take your order. If you just go up to the counter and say, I want, General whatever's chicken, blah, 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 and they hand it to you, and then you carry it over to your chair and go sit down and eat.
No, you don't have to do that. They give it to you there.
Okay. Well, is it customary to tip there?
I guess. I think it is. But I'm going to give the woman 1 penny.
Yeah, but then you realize you're on their turf.
Fuck them. They don't know what I look like. The woman guy, the delivery guy does. But
they'll have a big picture of you there, beside the calendar with the picture of the girl on it and Hong Kong in the background.
Yeah.
Beside the calendar with a lucky cat on it or whatever, they'll have a big picture of you there. It's a do not serve food to this man.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But I'm going to get back at these fucks. I'm going to get back at them hard. Like,
food him.
Yeah.
Food him.
Yeah, they're going to get back. I'm going to get back at them so bad. They've opened the floodgates to their own personal hell.
Is that Kane or something?
No, it's Vince McMahon doing a promo about that.
That's wonderful, Joe.
Mm-hmm. They will regret the day of not giving me Chinese food, not coming to my house.
That's so.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm going to make their life a living hell. And I will take their soul and I will weaken their body.
I figure you're just going to inconvenience them, but, however you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going after their soul. How about that?
The soul of the Chinese. Well, if they had a soul, though, you think it would be as cheap as that.
They have no... I'm going to take their soul, all right?
Their soul is like Scrooge. It's hardened by money.
Yeah. Yeah, and they will burn in hell, right?
Well, in their own personal hell, I suppose, but I don't really think we can, damnation is up to us, especially over issues of...
Well, hold on. Well, Undertaker, apparently, whenever Undertaker does a promo, he tells the people that they're going to burn in hell.
Yeah, but that's because the Undertaker's, kayfabe persona involves being sort of one with death and all this,
Mm-hmm. Why can't I be?
Okay, but you're going to have to really establish a persona like that. Don't forget, he worked hard for that, especially with the tightrope walk on the third rope and the Paul Bearer with the urn thing and all that, and sort of not talking a lot first. You would be coming off this whole legend laughing big nose thing. All of a sudden, you would have this dark Joe Laracuente who's like a zombie man, and I don't know if the crowd's gonna buy it.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess that'll about do it for this Chinese report. All right.
Yeah, Joe's one thing though. Can I have a tip?
No. I'll see you later.